Wow.
You clean up pretty good yourself.
You two look fine this evening.
We're on a date.
Very nice.
So, why did you give up your life on Earth? We boarded the Avalon with a destination.
Well, Chris, very nice to meet you and have you here in Mexico.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too.
What drove you to this character in Passengers?
Man, the script was so great. I was just, I just loved the story. I thought it was the best script I'd ever read. And when I was able to imagine being in a movie, this movie in particular, with Jennifer Lawrence, it was a no-brainer. And I can't say that about every job that's out there, you know, like you have to weigh them and consider them, but something like this comes along. I call it the Passengers effect now. Like when someone says, hey Chris, there's a new script, I say, yeah, but is it Passengers?
The script was in the blacklist for, I think it was like 6 years before it was taken for production. Do you think this kind of scripts comes once in a lifetime, or what happened there in blacklist?
If you're lucky, you'll get one like this. Yeah, this is definitely probably once in a generation. A movie like this, a script like this comes around. They don't get made that often, you know. This is something. The story is so good it could live as a novel, or it could live, just as a story. But it's sometimes hard to execute this type of an idea into a movie, or an idea of this quality or caliber into a movie. But this is an example of a really beautiful, interesting, intricate, thought-provoking, and compelling idea that's also so incredibly cinematic. So yeah, it's really the best of both worlds.
I was working with the director and the cinematographer because I think it's a very visual movie. And
Yeah.
It seems amazing.
Oh yeah, this is a visual masterpiece for sure. Some amazing effects that are done, all in support of the story. I mean, I don't think it's gratuitous. It's not like we made a movie so that we could have space visuals. It was a great story that happened to be told, you know, in space, and so those effects are going to be really stunning and really amazing. And when the movie kicks into action, and these two characters who have fallen for one another under the circumstance of being isolated for the rest of their lives, likely on a ship with no one else, you know, and it looks like it's doomed imminently to, you know, it looks like a disaster, and so they have to save themselves, the love that they've created, and also the 5,000 other sleeping passengers on the ship. That's when the visuals really kick in, and it gets so amazing.
Seems like a lonely island. If you had to take 5 CDs.
5 CDs?
Yeah.
Oh, I can do okay with that. I would get the Beatles 1967 to 70 greatest hits.
Okay.
I would do I would get some classical, probably Mozart. I would do George Strait's 50 #1 country songs. That's on one disc, I believe. And then can I make like the other one would be like maybe Dr. Dre Chronic 2001. And then the last one would have to be like maybe something like just like ambient earth sounds.
Brian Eno.
You know, like animals and whales and waves and all of the things that I'd be missing of Mother Nature.
In space travels, there are a lot of things about time. What would you say to that kid beginning Parks and Recreation if you were face to face right now?
Oh, I wouldn't say a word. I wouldn't say anything, for fear that I would steer him in a direction that where I wouldn't end up here. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to give myself any advice, except you know, I mean, the trite answer would be enjoy it, but I have been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it. I don't think I'd change a damn thing. Yeah.
120 years hibernation means you'll wake up in a new century on a new planet. But a year ago, everything changed.
Hello? Is anybody here?
Hello? Do you know what's going on?
It's the hibernation pods.
We woke up 90 years too soon.
Something's wrong.
What do we do now?
Do you trust me? This ship is gonna go. I have to do this.
No! You die, I die!
There's something I have to tell you.